Welcome to Taiji's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make Nikumaki-Onigiri. So this Nikumaki-Onigiri got kind of famous like 10 years ago or so in Japan. It started as a street food and then just kind of started picking up because it was so delicious. And this is also quite very easy and also very satisfying and very filling, and also doesn't require any special ingredients, so I hope you give this a try yourself. Then, let's get started. Here are the ingredients for Nikumaki-Onigiri or meat wrapped rice balls. For this, the most important thing is that you have thinly sliced meat. Originally and also commonly is made with pork meat, but you can of course make this with thinly sliced beef meat. But the important thing is that you have a thinly sliced meat like this. I have a local butcher where they make a really thin slice like this. I asked for paper thin and they usually make it for me without any extra cost. Or also you can substitute this bacon. Then you have a little smoky flavor and it's not going to be the same thing, but that's also going to work as well. Then today I make another variation with cheese inside, and for that this kind of string cheese is perfect, the cheese that doesn't melt that easily. If you want to try that variation, then try find these kind of more the cheese that doesn't melt as easy. Then of course I have Japanese sticky rice. Make sure you have Japanese sticky rice. Basmati rice or jasmine rice is not going to stick as well, so make sure you have these. And then for the sauce I have ginger, garlic, and for the seasoning I have sake. If you don't have sake you can just use water, soy sauce, sugar, black pepper, salt, and I also like to make it a little bit spicy, so I'm going to put some chili in it, but if you don't want it spicy, you don't have to put this in. And for the coating, I have some starch. I have here cornstarch, but whatever starch you have is fine. And then roasted sesame seeds for the topping. Then let's get into it. So as the very first thing, let's prepare the rice. So if you already have a cooked rice, then you can use that, but today I'm going to make it from scratch. I've already made a video of how to cook Japanese rice properly, so if you need to see more detailed information on that, please watch this. But today I'm just going to go very quickly how to do this. So in a pot, I'm going to put a cup of rice. So in here I'm going to put just a bit of water, like that. And then I'm going to mix this with my hands. Then here I'm going to put some water. You can see this is foggy and this is the extra starch that you want to get rid of. Then using a colander, we're going to get rid of this water. And then we're going to put this back in the pot. And then rub it like this one more time. So you want to do this for about 10 to 20 seconds or so. Then I'm going to put some water again. Then I'm going to get rid of this water again. Then I'm going to run through water one more time. And then get rid of this water. And then I'm going to let this sit for about a minute or so and let the water drain. So a minute has passed. The water is drained a little bit. And then we're going to get rid of this water. And then I'm going to put this back in the pot. And then here I'm going to put 1.2 or 1/5 of water. And then we're going to let it sit like this for at least half an hour in the summer or about an hour in the winter until the rice soaks up the water and turns all white instead of half see-through like this. So half an hour has passed. As you can see, the rice has soaked up the water and they look totally white like this. Then we're going to cook this. So I'm going to turn the heat to high and bring this to boil. So now you see that it's come to boil. I'm going to give it a little mix to it and then put the lid back on and turn the heat to simmer. Then we're going to set a timer for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes has passed, then I'm going to turn the heat off. So I'm going to let it sit and let it steam on its own heat like this for another 10 minutes. So as we're waiting for the rice to be steamed, let's prepare the sauce. So first I'm going to prepare the garlic and the ginger. And then we're going to grate this. And then also the ginger, I'm going to take out the dry part and peel off the skin. And then we're going to grate this as well. Then here we're going to mix in the seasonings. First I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of sake. If you don't have sake, you can just put some water. And then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then we're going to mix this in. So like I said, I want to make this a little bit spicy, so I'm going to put some chili in this, but it's really a preference thing, so of course you can skip this if you don't want to make it spicy. So just like that, how much ever you want to put it. I'm also going to prepare this cheese. For this, I'm just going to cut this in half. Then this is ready. So 10 minutes has passed, then the rice is ready. Let's kind of mix it up a little bit like this. Let's take it out on a plate because we need to cool it a little bit. So just make it flat like this a little bit. And then now we're gonna put this to the side and let it cool for a minute or two so we can make an onigiri. Okay, a couple minutes has passed. Let's make the onigiri. So for this, I'm not gonna make a typical triangle shaped onigiri, but so-called Tawara-Onigiri. So Tawara is the package that they used to make in the old days where people used to put rice inside and carry it to places And so we're gonna make onigiri with these kind of shapes. So I'm gonna separate this into 4 sections. Then if you're used to this, you can make it with your hands. Make sure you wet the hands a little bit. So just like that. Or easier is when you use a saran wrap. Roll in like this. Make sure you make it a little bit tighter than you would normally do. Just like that. And now I'm gonna put in these cheese. And for that, definitely using the saran wrap is easier. So you put a rice on saran wrap like this and make it flat. And then put the cheese inside in the middle like this, and then you wrap it around. Then make sure you squeeze tightly like this. So just like that, this is also finished. Then let's roll it with the meat. Then for one roll, I'm gonna use 2 slices. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit with salt and pepper. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put first the meat in this direction, and then wrap it around like this. And then I'm gonna put it on this side and then keep rolling like this. Make sure all the sides is covered like this. And then squeeze it a little bit tightly like this. And make sure you don't see any rice from the side. Then this is finished. So again, sprinkle a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then take the meat and then wrap it so that the side is covered like this. And then I'm gonna place it like this and then keep rolling like this. Make sure you don't see any rice sticking out. And then squeeze in tightly just a little bit like this. Again, a little bit of salt and pepper. By the way, if you're using bacon, don't put any salt in this because bacon is already salted. And then just keep rolling. So when you see a part where you see a little bit of rice from the inside, make sure you cover it with the meat like this. And then squeeze just a little bit so that the meat gets stuck to the rice. Then with that, I have 4 rolls. Now I'm gonna put some starch around this. Just about 2 tablespoons of starch is enough. And then we just kind of cover this with starch all around. And hit it like this just a little bit so that you get the excess starch out. Make sure the starch is covered all the way around. So just like that, then this is ready to be cooked. So in a frying pan, I put some frying oil. You don't need to put too much because from the pork belly you'll get some oil. So I'm gonna put about a teaspoon or so. But if you're using other parts of pork or beef, then you might wanna put a little more oil. I'm gonna turn the heat to high and heat up the frying pan. Then once the frying pan has been warmed up a little bit, then I'm gonna turn the heat to medium. Then here we're gonna put in the meat rolls. And like this, we're gonna kinda keep rolling the meat like this. Because it's gonna take a little bit of time to get cooked all the way through. Make sure you cook also the end like this. And of course the other side as well. And once you see that this is kind of all the way around golden brown like this, then I'm gonna get rid of excess oil from the pan using kitchen paper. Then here we're gonna put in the sauce that we made earlier. And then put the lid on, and then cook like this, and let it also steam and let the meat soak in the sauce. And then we're gonna turn the heat to low, and then cook like this for about a minute or so, and cook all the way through to the middle. Then as you can see, the sauce has got thickened, and then we're gonna kind of let the meat coat around the sauce all around. So then this is finished. I'm gonna turn the heat off, and let's put these on a plate. And of course this sauce is so great, we're gonna put over it like this. And sprinkle a little bit with the sesame seed. Then this is finished for Nikumaki-Onigiri. Let's eat. Oh, these look so totally delicious. Then let's eat. Itadakimasu. Start with this one. Itadakimasu. Oh, this is so delicious. Oh, the sauce is just so perfect to go with pork meat and also with rice. And I think this is the one with cheese. Itadakimasu. Oh, this cheese is so good. This little bit of saltiness of the cheese goes also so well with the sauce. And what you can also do is take a lettuce and wrap it with the lettuce like this. And then you can eat it with your hands like this without getting your fingers dirty. Itadakimasu. This lettuce also has a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of freshness to it. It's also a good combination. And this last one with cheese and lettuce as well. Itadakimasu. Oh, they're all so delicious. ごちそうさまでした. Oh, that was so totally delicious and so fitting. So as you saw, making this Nikumaki-Onigiri is not that difficult. It doesn't have any special ingredients. Getting that thin meat might be the most difficult part of this recipe, but you can ask any local butcher. I'm sure you'll be able to get these thin meat. So I really hope you give this a try yourself and enjoy this delicious dish. If you did enjoy my video, I'd love it if you hit the like button for me. And if you have any questions or requests or any feedback, please feel free to write anything in the comments below. And if you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe. Otherwise, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.